What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Ben's Quick Picks. This is the NFL Super Wildcard Weekend edition of the Quick Picks. My name is Ben Cornett. You can catch me at BennyBoy702 on X. And as you're watching this show on my YouTube channel at BenCornett9015, please give it a like, share, and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And yes, first off, I want to apologize for not putting a video out sooner. It's just been a really busy week for me. But I wanted to get this one out before the game started today, since it's a Saturday morning. So yeah. But first off, I just want to say, for everybody that's watched this past season, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun doing this Ben's Quick Picks each and every week. 18 weeks. And now we're finally here. The playoffs are here. So, before we get into it, I just want to say real quick, if you're new to the channel, this show, what I do, every week I pick teams. This is just straight up, no over-unders, money line, anything like that. It's just straight up picks, whoever I think is going to win. I'll show you in a minute how that works, or I'll put it up, show you the games, and then I put the check mark by the winners of those games, who I think will win. So, with that being said, let's get started. Before we do, I want to just say, give you my Week 18 record and my overall record for the 2023 season. So, check it out. And there you have it. I went 182-90 on the season. Great year for me, better than I expected. So now, with the postseason, we're not going to do any real records or anything like that. We're just gonna have fun with this for the playoffs. I'm excited about this. So, before I give my explanation of why I think these teams are going to win, let me show you who I picked to win this weekend's games here for the wild card. Here we go. And there you have it. Those are my picks. So let's get started. The first game kicking off this Super Wildcard weekend, the Cleveland Browns at the Houston Texans. This is a very good matchup, probably one of the more exciting games of the weekend that I'm looking forward to. Earlier in the year, Cleveland went to Houston. They beat them pretty handily. However, C.J. Stroud did not play in that game for Houston. He was out with a concussion, so now you got C.J. Stroud back. Houston, big win last week on the road at Indy to secure a playoff spot and to win the division and to have a home game against the Cleveland Browns. This game is going to be closer. Both teams, either one of these teams can win this game. Honestly. This is a tough one to pick. However, I'm going to go with Cleveland here on the road. There's a saying, defense travels. And Cleveland's defense is one of the best in the NFL statistically. And all year long, they have been able to keep the Browns in every game. Myles Garrett's a beast. Can that offensive line for Houston try and maintain Myles Garrett? I don't know. And C.J. Stroud, I don't think he's going to be nervous, even though it's his first playoff game. The guy's just been incredible. He's more mature than, most rookies. However, I am going to go with Cleveland in this game. I just think defensively they're way better, and Joe Flacco's been to the playoffs before. He's had this experience. And I think that's what it's going to come down to. So, with that being said, I got the Browns over the Texans 20-17. Now, we got the Saturday night game, the Peacock-only game, streaming. Hopefully, if you don't have Peacocking, go get it. It's a very good service, $6 a month. I think it's really good. I understand if you don't want to pay for streaming services, but that's the only way you're going to watch this game, unless you're in Miami or Kansas City area. They'll show it locally for their local market. But anyway, the Dolphins go to KC. Dolphins blew their chance to have a home game in the postseason, losing to Buffalo last Sunday night. Now they got to go to freezing cold KC. The temperatures are going to be really, really bad. But here's the thing. Kansas City hasn't played well either last few weeks. But since it's in KC and Miami, to me, I've just not been impressed. I think they've been overrated all year. Uh, the only good opponent they've beaten all year is Dallas. They could beat the the teams that are not very good, but when it comes to the one of the better teams in the league, they can't do it. And that's going to continue because I like Kansas City over Miami in this game. It's going to be ugly, but give me the Chiefs over the Dolphins 21-13. All right, the Sunday games. The first game, Steelers at the Bills. Steelers, amazing. They've made the playoffs again. Mike Tomlin, another winning season again. And it's amazing, especially with Mason Rudolph, being their third quarterback to play for the Steelers this year, and he's done very well. However, they got to go to Buffalo, weather not nearly as bad as KC, but it's in Buffalo. The Bills are red hot right now. Josh Allen's playing very well. I know he's had some turnovers, but that offense has been playing great. And the big key is TJ Watt is out for this game for the Steelers. They're losing their best defensive player. And if he was playing, I'd say this would be a very close game. However, I think Buffalo is going to beat Pittsburgh. Be close in the first half, but Buffalo pulls away in the second half. So give me the Bills over the Steelers, 27-13. All right, the next game is a pretty good matchup here. The Packers at the Cowboys. Packers winning in the final week of the regular season. Jordan Love's, I got to say, I was a little critical of him, but he's won my respect. He's played very well. Got the Packers, helped get them to the postseason. Now you got to go to Dallas. Dallas, it's Dallas, and they always find ways to lose every year. However, in this game, I don't see that happening. I think it'll be close than people expect, but Dallas has not lost a home game all year, and they're determined to try and finally get to the Super Bowl. Now, I don't think they will, but for this week only, they are going to advance to the next round. So I do like the Cowboys over the Packers, 31-21. Regardless of what happens with Green Bay, it's been a great year, and the youngest team in the NFL making it into the playoffs. Now they can build on that and go from there. All right, the game of the week, Sunday Night Football. The LA Rams at the Detroit Lions. We know the storyline. Stafford coming back to Detroit. Jared Goff going up against his former team. The Lions haven't won a playoff game in over 30 years. Man, it is going to be a great game. And I got to be honest with you. I went back and forth on this. This was so tough for me to pick. But I'm actually going to go with the Lions here. I know the Rams have been red hot right now. And they got all the experience. And I should pick them, but I'm actually going Detroit. Maybe this is more of a sentimental pick for me. I want to see the Lions get that playoff win. I'm going to go with Detroit here in a high-scoring game, 34-31. The Lions will finally win a playoff game in over 30 years. And the Rams, great year. Puka Nacua is something special. He's going to be your future wide receiver for years to come. But the Lions are going to beat the Rams Sunday night. And finally, the Monday night game, the Eagles at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My Buccaneers. Philly, they've been struggling. The wheels are starting to fall off. As for Tampa, we took care of business last week against Carolina, albeit 9-0, but regardless, we took care of business, won the division. When many people thought we would struggle without Tom Brady, but instead Baker Mayfield has proven that, he could still play this game, play it pretty well. 28 touchdowns, only 10 picks this year, did very well. I so badly want to pick the Bucs to win, not just because it's my team, but to see the Eagles just collapsing at the wrong time. It's just almost too good to be true. And that's what worries me about this game. The Bucs have only scored 9 points in the last 2 games. Their offense has been dismal. Despite beating Carolina, Carolina's not a great team. And to only win 9-0 with the offensive weapons we've had, It's not very good. Eagles, meanwhile, they've had injuries and they've been struggling. And Jalen Hurts is, no pun intended, hurt. I'm sorry, Bucs fans. I hope I'm wrong on this. But I am going to pick the Eagles to win a close game. Pains me to say it. Again, hope I'm wrong on this. But the Eagles are going to beat the Bucs again on Monday Night Football. Again. 24-20. And those are my reasons for my picks this week. I'll show you one more time who I picked this week. Tell me what you think in the comments section. If you like it, you dislike it, let me know, and we'll see what happens. Well, that's it for this week's picks. Let's see how I do this week, guys. And to whoever's teams are in the playoffs, best of luck to you. And we will see you next week right here on Ben's Quick Picks. Have a great weekend, and let's enjoy some playoff football. Take care.